Good morning, everybody. Did I seriously hit number 3? Wow, I did. 109,000 likes. It was still counting up the likes when I went to bed. I had 106,000 when I left, and now it says I've got 109,000 likes. Wow. So, Luke, welcome. Shawnee, welcome. How are you doing? Luke in the house at Luke 12. We got another Luke. Sage, welcome. How are you guys doing? Thanks for inviting your fans, Luke. Wow, last night's party was insane. Just incredible. Shawnee, thank you for the 10 likes. Luke, liking it up in the house. Sage, thank you for inviting your fans. And Luke, thank you very much for all the likes. Daryl's in the house. Your phone kept crashing last night. That's because, Shawnee, that's because there was so much awesomeness going around. It couldn't handle everything. Flog, hey, welcome. Well, Daryl, you know what? I feel beat up, to be quite honest. And, and, and that's not a lie. I have the most god-awful headache right now. I got up from the broadcast last night, and my vision started getting blurry. I'm like, oh, it was horrible. I I think they call them eye migraines. And so I went to bed, and then 5 o'clock I woke up. Oh my God, I've got a headache. No school. What awesome day. All right, so we're gonna play. Let's get this going. Let's get it going. Here. There we go. Yeah, Shawnee, I see that. That just it just breaks my heart. Not really, I'm lying on that one. Here, we'll put that right up at the top. All right, there we go. Amira, Camille, welcome. Luke, still pumping out the likes. Thank you. So, I don't really have these I know, why don't they go sleep in the sleeping squad? Why do they have to sleep in here? Give other people opportunities to live in the spotlight for a bit. I don't know. But at least I can feel good about myself. We passed someone who's sleeping. so so that's good news. Oh, Shawnee, I love you. Uh, this morning's gonna be a low key broadcast because I I really am feeling the last night was brutal. Amari, thank you for inviting your fans. ZXG, welcome. That's pretty good. That's a cool icon or profile picture. That's very cool. So it's supposed to get up to like the middle 60s, like 65 on Saturday. And they talked about the broadcast yesterday, and they said, oh, there's going to be fog in the morning. I get up, it's snowing. That's not fog. That's not anywhere close to fog. That's snow. There's snow covering the ground. Yeah, Amira, Grayson Hunter is is broadcasting. He's sleeping. Amira, thank you for becoming a fan. Thank you so much. So, yeah, it's supposed to be fog. It's snowing. I wish I had a job like a weatherman does where I can be wrong most of the time and still have a job. Aaron, the countdown, that's when I have to get off. Actually, I probably should get off sooner. So I was planning on taking a shower last night after the broadcast, but I didn't anticipate the broadcast going for 5 hours. Flog, thank you for inviting your fans. Oh, thank you, Amira. I apologize, Flog. I'm struggling this morning. I really am. Oh my. It's Yeah, so I was gonna take a shower to get ready for the trip this morning, and I think I might have to change. So I'm thinking like 8:15 is probably when I'm gonna have to leave, and it's 7:30 right now, so we got 45 minutes. And I'm gonna do that um, because I do need to jump in and take a shower. So I had to change plans. I couldn't shower last night. Sean the Pond. And we've got chemotherapy treatment today at the hospital. So let's change this down. There we go. And it's snowing, so we're probably going to want to leave a little bit earlier than we had planned, because we hadn't really planned on the snow. Well, thank you, Amira. It's actually a good thing. Hey, Jake! Yesterday was your last broadcast, so you're taking a break for a while. Well, I'm sorry to see you go. Take a break, get some rest. I do know, broadcasting is can be draining and hard work sometimes. So I understand the need to take a break. I really do. All right, cool, Jake. Yeah, shh, Luke. He wants to take a break. Logan, thank you for inviting your fans. Hey, Abby, Danny Lovett, thank you for inviting your fans. So just so you guys know that uh, I'm taking my mother over to the hospital. She is doing pretty good for going through chemotherapy. Jake, thank you for inviting your fans. Um, they believe well, she had surgery to remove the cancer, and they're like 95% positive they've got everything, and the chemotherapy is actually just a precaution. El Chapo, thank you for the 10 likes. So, um, and her side effects from the chemo are, she still has some. She's tired all the time. She sleeps. She doesn't have an appetite. She's got other problems, but they're not really severe. They're not as bad as they could be. So she's actually quite lucky. And I think she's over halfway through. So she's fighting through it, and we deal with what comes up. And today happens to be a trip for the chemo. So, the thing that really sucks about it's like a 6 hour ordeal sitting there, getting plugged in, getting the chemicals and stuff. So, hey, Games Freak. Yep, I think the positive thoughts, the power of positivity is is really good. I mean, it's strong. It's you know everybody's remaining positive, and yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Danny, if you want to get in the guest queue, feel free. You still have to have a riddle. That rule still applies. What recording software? Yeah, Jonathan, I um doing a 5 hour broadcast on YouNow, or it could have been the fermented berries. I'm not sure. Maybe a mixture of sardines and hot sauce. I'm not quite sure. Or I could just be coming down with the flu or something. I don't know. Yeah, Louise. Everybody. Uh, we try to keep upbeat. What recording software? That's a good question. See, I use um, Adobe Premiere Pro, and Adobe After Effects. Fire Sketty. Ooh. It was chili garlic hot sauce on the sardines. There were some sardines and tomato sauce, and some sardines that had been lightly smoked. Yeah, oh no, not. So I haven't even looked at my tweets. I haven't looked at Twitter since I logged off last night. Well, I mean, actually, since I started broadcasting, I didn't. I went straight to bed and woke up at 5 o'clock with just a pounding headache. So it was fun. It took a lot out of me. I think probably more emotionally. I mean, the support, Luke. It, you started it. It was phenomenal. And then poor Gabby and her reaction. Well, Danny, I've got you fanned, so I'm assuming I'm assuming I'm part of the Love It Squad. I know, Luke. You kind of triggered Gabby, and she's like, "Oh hell no, you're not taking my crown." And she started blasting things away. And I swear, Vegan McGee has got like this sixth sense or something. And he come popping in, and he's like, "Oh, so you think you're getting your crown back? Well, watch this." And it was a fight back and forth. A leave. Jonathan, I'm thinking, we just might have to find some fermented berries, and I think you fight a hangover with alcohol. I'm pretty sure. You're losing your houses over it. I know. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Yeah, I think what the deal was is that I sat for 5 hours, and I didn't stay hydrated. I mean, I've got here's my. I'm trying to catch up. Here's my drinking vessel. It's a 64-ounce insulated cup, and I've got some iced tea in there. And I had filled this up last night before the broadcast, and then um, I didn't drink it. Well, you know, Jonathan. Shh, stop poking holes in my theories. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, last night's broadcast was just, it was crazy and it was insane. I was gonna get off, and then uh, Jamaican me crazy. She kind of guilt tripped me into guesting her. I'd already been on for 2 hours and was, the more for no reason. Nice. uh, yeah, I had done my self promo, promoted all my social medias, thanked everybody, and I was getting ready to log off, and then Jamaican me crazy. She guilted me into guesting her. She's like, just for 2 minutes. We ended up talking for over an hour. I, I have to learn when somebody says it's just gonna be 2 minutes. I need to run. I need to panic. I need to scream, and I need to just turn the computer off, like pull the pull the power from the plug. Cause oh, thanks, Danny. Cause yeah, an hour later, Jack Daniels, Galactic Ninja. Hi, ha. Well, welcome. How are you doing today? So yeah, then after guesting her, Gabby was on a roll with her likes, and Vegan McGee, Dan the girl, whack him, welcome, something like that. Hey, how's it going? Um, I felt obligated to stick around, especially when like the 50 likes and the 400 likes wouldn't stop popping up on the screen. So Jack Daniels, what the Real Sense camera can do is phenomenal. You have to, it's USB 3.0. Make sure you have to have a sixth generation CPU at a minimum. Because if you don't, like I found out the hard way, I swear to God I checked the specs, and I thought my processor was acceptable, but I only have a fifth generation CPU, and every time I tried to do so the RealSense camera has the ability, it will sense my arms, it will track my hands. I can like make a fist. If I had a middle finger, I could flip it off based on that camera. Well, so I tried to do that, and it always crashed my computer. I mean, it locked everything up tight. Nico, welcome. Bob Marley in the house. Now we can now we can start jamming. But once I get my processor upgraded, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, see, look, well, I guess there is a middle finger, but you know what I mean. There's gonna be so many possibilities. How would I do playlist? So, Jonathan, I'm thinking now. I am not a furry. I did not start broadcasting like this because I'm a furry, but I'm seriously thinking of buying a red panda furry suit, and I had to be walking around like a Nico. This is one of the only non-brain dead people on this site. Thank you, Bob Marley. That's Game Freak. The only message I see is you saying I'm ignoring your message. So if you're typing something, I suspect YouNow's chat filter has filtered it. You can get me a GIF. Luke, we'll talk offline. Yeah, Nico, they they did. I mean, seriously, it was crazy and insane. Jonathan, that's cool. I, if you asked me like last year if I thought I would even consider being a furry, I'd be like, yeah, what are you talking about? But now, I'm seriously considering dressing up in a furry suit as a red panda and going to hang out with thousands of people. Jack, you don't have to have a real sense. Um, I have a really crappy old Logitech webcam. It will work just fine for tracking the face. Only if you get to squeeze your paws. Just as long as people come up or don't come up and start petting me. Hey, Kardashian, relatable, cool. Well, Kardashian, I am a red panda that everybody calls Foxy. And Jack, as long as you don't enable, yeah, real sense is the best. I agree with that. But as long as you don't enable the real sense trackers, you don't need the real sense camera. Yeah, Shawnee, it was 4 hours and 48 minutes. It was almost a 5-hour broadcast. I have seen Dude, Where's My Car? It's pretty funny. Um, oh, what's the guy's name? The main Ashton Kutcher? He's actually from Iowa. Oh, the voice? Kardashian, nah, how about
How about this voice? I could be like this if you'd like. Is that better?
that's why I keep leaving. Oh no, Shawnee. I use this voice because it's a lot easier for people to hear, like on their mobile devices. Oh, your phone's crashing? Have you tried like powering off your phone, Shawnee? Like, like truly, if you, I don't know if you got an iPhone, you can't do this, but like a Galaxy or an Android, you could pull the battery out and do like a really hard reboot of it. You're gonna exit yourself? Okay, Kardashian, thanks. Any other voice options? We, so, occasionally I go through and scroll through my characters, but I've never done the voices, so we could do that. Yeah, for the iPhone, hold down the home and the power button until it goes dead, and then just hit the power button to bring it back on. Do that reboot and see what it does. Oh, Danny, I don't remember. It's been a while. So Kardashian, you sound gay in this voice. Really? She made me mad last night keeping you out so long. Oh, no. Shawnee, you don't have to be mad. You know, I love that you guys, that everybody was spending so much time with me, actually wanting me, forcing me to stay on longer. I mean, that's just incredible. Emily, thank you for becoming a fan. I'll hop in the guest queue after I finish with this. Okay, so we have 22 minutes left, so, you know, plan accordingly. Wait, please don't guess what. Oh, you making me crazy? Yeah, she kind of guilt tripped me into guesting her, and she's like, "Oh, it'll only be 2 minutes," and then like an hour later, we're still talking. That's your thing, Shawnee. But don't be jealous. You're still my favorite. You will always be my favorite. Yeah, Games Freak. To be honest, I haven't Twittered since I went live last night. So 7 o'clock last night, and I did answered a couple DMs, but I haven't looked at Twitter just because I've got a lot of notifications of everybody wanting their name added to my background. Hey, Tommy Squirt. Exactly, Shawnee. And your place will always remain the first lady. Yeah, so I've intentionally haven't looked at Twitter. Emily, thank you for inviting your fans. Just because I know there's a lot of messages and tweets at me, and I want to deal with them all at the same time. Uh, Game Freaks, I don't usually. I'm doing a broadcast. Oh, and look at there. The Mindy Project followed you, Luke? What's with the cool name in the background? That's cool. Luke, that is awesome. He's gonna have nothing to do for a few hours. Well, exactly, Luke. Yeah. Um, I'll have 6 hours of downtime, so I will check Twitter. Oh my God, 24 notifications. I'm just closing that. Let's see. What were the names? Tommy, I'll show you here in a second. Me and you should talk one-on-one sometime. You know, Jack Daniels, feel free to click on my nose. Okay, click it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Click it. Click on my nose. My social media, my Instagram. My Instagram is linked to my bio, so you can follow me on Instagram, or Twitter, and then you can DM me, and we can have a chat if you want. So, Luke, if you've never gone to her page, how is she following? Was it all the furry tweets that you were retweeting? Did she follow because of that? But either way, that's pretty cool. So here are the names. These names. So I took. I took YouNow's list of the top 10 broadcasters in the last 30 days. And then I grabbed another 10 names from. It's like the people that responded to like my private messages that I put on their wall. And I think I went into my list of my fans, and I grabbed the people that I recognized that I realized were some of the more avid supporters, and I only grabbed 10, and it really was just an experiment. I had seen a tutorial, and I just spent a few hours working this up. If you would like to see your name on the wall or flying on the screen here, and I'm doing this just to show appreciation uh, of your guys' support. If you would like to see your name flying off the screen like this, tweet at me. Yeah, if you want to see your name, tweet at me on Twitter and say, add me to the list, and then include your YouNow username. And like I said, I've got 24 right now that I have to add. And I haven't been able to get to it, but maybe tonight, tomorrow, soon I will get the names updated and added. And so you too can get your name flying at you. So just tweet at me. Uh, really, this is like a shameless attempt to get more Twitter traffic with my name on it. But just having tweeted me, if you asked me in chat, would you add my name? I'd say sure. But the 2 seconds it takes to do a tweet. No, dude, you don't have to. It's not a tit for tat, a quid quo pro. I'd be happy to do it. You don't have to. You don't have to drop the bar. Although, if you want to, I'm not gonna stop you. You might trigger Luke, and he'll start another like storm or something. Really, Luke is just an instigator. Tommy, you should have been here last night. Um, so I hit the leaderboards, number 3 top broadcaster in the last 24 hours. 109,000 likes. 109,000 and broadcast. Well, 4 hours and 48 minutes. That's just insane. I had to stay I had to stay on. The likes that were flashing up on the screen hadn't caught up with the actual counter, and they rolled for 3 hours. There was just so many of them. Yeah, thanks, Danny. It really was. It was cool. It was a good night for a broadcast. It really was. And the people that showed up, I think I had 57 people fanned me that broadcast. Okay, Jack. I will. Like Luke said, you're here shortly, in about an hour. Oh no, it's 9:30. Uh, so about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll have plenty of time to look at my DMs, look at my tweets and all that stuff. So, and I don't. Some of you guys probably don't know this, but when I broadcast, I I don't look at my phone. I like and want to focus my attention on you guys. I don't want to focus on my phone. What's the point of me broadcasting if I'm just gonna ignore everybody? Hey, thank you for becoming a fan. So I do, and I will check social medias after the broadcast. Okay, Tommy, that'll work. Well, if you want it for your name, tweet at me and say add me to the list. Hey, how are you doing today? Just so I get a little bit of, like Twitter tweets, Twitter traffic. And then people go, well, what's this list he's talking about? And then people will be curious and maybe want to see more. So the countdown, um, that is like the drop dead town. When that hits 0, I have to log off. I've got an appointment that I have to get ready to, and we got to take off. I was gonna broadcast until 8:30 before I got off. Yeah, some curiosity Twitter. But, cause see, I was gonna take a shower last night after the broadcast, thinking, oh, I'll just have a 2-hour broadcast. Well, 5 hours later, I'm still broadcasting. It was a 4-hour, 48-minute broadcast, so it was 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else is sleeping, so I couldn't take a shower. So I gotta get off earlier than what I anticipated today, so I can get in the shower. And then we even have to leave earlier because it's snowing out. The ground is covered with snow again. They said nothing about this in the forecast, so we got to take that into account on the drive. Luckily, it's supposed to be 65 degrees here this weekend, so hopefully all that snow is going to melt. Yeah, last night's broadcast, we went through 2 cans of sardines, one in tomato sauce. I have to go doing showering stuff to make myself feel better. I know it. I think I'm gonna feel better. I think hopefully the headache will go away once I get in the shower. Okay, Tommy. So yeah, tweet at me with add me to the list, and you'll be added. Shawnee, thank you for the 10 likes. Yeah, I'm really glad that I ate the sardines last night because I really hadn't had any supper. So I had the sardines and hot sauce to sustain me with a dessert of green olives. I Okay, man, you take care. Have a good day, and thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I still can't stop thinking about last night. Such an awesome broadcast, and I took screenshots too, and I gotta post those pictures on Instagram. Well, don't forget the baby food, Luke. We'll start that up next week. But yeah, let's see. Olives, sweet gherkin pickles, sweet banana bell, no, wax pickles, hot sauce, and bean boozled. I think next week we're gonna have to do the almonds, like the jalapeno or habanero, no, the habanero, sriracha, and wasabi almonds. We're gonna have to do that so I get a little bit of fiber in my diet to firm up my poop just a little bit, because the consistency of everything is a little bit lacking right now. And then there's the occasional ramen noodles for breakfast. That's a horrible diet, people. Don't don't follow my diet plan because it's not very nutritional. Oh, Luke, you can't forget the antifreeze that I sampled as well. I think that kept my radiator going just a little bit too. Ever since I saw that ingredient, I read about an article about aspartame as a sweetener in sodas. Bread makes me poop. Well, baby food makes me poop horribly.
Bruh.
Sonny, hey. Sitting in the loo going, what did I eat to deserve this? And then I think back, oh, hot sauce, sriracha sauce, a bunch of crappy bean boozles, the crappy baby food. Yeah, I'm thinking, so maybe Monday will be like the hot almonds, and then the rest of the week will be baby food. Because I've got a lot, and there's some really nasty combinations. So that'll be pretty entertaining. So Luke, what would happen if you uninstalled YouNow from your phone and then like reinstalled it? Like uninstall it, restart your phone, and then reinstall it and see if that helps things. Oh, you did it last night. Well, that sucks. Well, I am, so cut me some slack. Peaches, that's when I'm getting off. I have to go. I have to get off, and I gotta take a shower, and we're taking off, and it's snowing. Why are you scared? Oh, it's gonna go, and everything's gonna go black, and then you'll probably get dumped into Maddox, Kingston, or maybe Chris N's broadcast, or somebody else's. I'm not quite sure how. It might go to one of your. If you've got a fan that's live, it might go to that first. So, what do you guys think of this MTV advertisement that's at the bottom? Um, the ridiculousness on MTV. When am I gonna show the sauces? Abby, if you're referring to like today's food challenge, um, it's a short broadcast today, and it's 4.5 minutes left. We're counting down here. So I just got on to do some talking today. But tomorrow we'll bring something out. I've still got a bunch of things sitting around, so we can pull out something, and we can get a show lit again tomorrow. Yeah, Abby. So last night, at 2 hours into the broadcast, I was trying to get off, and then it's pretty much at the point where I lost control. Hey, frozen Cheetos. Uh, I guessed at someone that said it'll only be 2 minutes. Mo Mouse, thank you for inviting your fan. And that 2 minute guesting turned into an hour. And then there was a likes war. 109,000 likes later. 4 hours and 48-minute broadcast. I had to go to bed. It was just crazy. It was insane. It was incredible. The love and support. I mean, there were 39 people that gave likes and bars. So it equals out to like 50,000. Exactly. Frozen Cheetos, thank you for inviting your fan. Yeah, it was crazy. And a good crazy. It was insane, and it was awesome. It was incredible. Oh, and I forgot all about the YouTube. That still needs to be moved into the public folder. I'll have to see if I can do that from my phone. Not sure if I can do that or not. I've never done that. So I have to see if I can do it. If not, it's going to have to wait till this evening. So I've got 2 minutes before I have to get off. So Mo Mouse, I did. I've got a really nice, it's an executive seating racing chair. It has like racing stripes. It's got a really comfortable, nice, comfortable seat. The arms can lift up if I want. Nice, comfortable back. And it has wheels. So, all those are bonuses. They're definite perks. So, if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, you can click on my nose. My Twitter, my Instagram, and YouTube are all connected to my bio. If you follow me on YouTube, I stream my YouNow broadcast live on YouTube as well. And then once I'm done with the stream, I will release those videos up to the public folder so that you can rewatch them or watch them if you missed my broadcast. And then if you follow me on Twitter and turn on post notifications, you can get a notification when I go live. That's usually what I tweet or all that I tweet. Occasionally, if I find a broadcaster that is entertaining, that I enjoy watching, I will invite all of you guys. See, like, for example, Peter the Puppet. I wouldn't hesitate to invite my fans. I wouldn't hesitate to invite you guys to watch him. So that's usually all of my tweets. So you guys have a good day. New York is calling. Uh-oh. Could be you not partners. Cheetos, you better answer. You guys smile and laugh more than you frown and scowl. Tell somebody to have a good day. Make their day. Be positive. And Vegan McGee, you were freaking awesome last night, dude. Thank you very much. And I do have to go. Look, the timer. Look, I have to go. You guys have a fabulous day. Alright, I will do that, Luke. I'll let her know that you guys are sending positive thoughts. And you guys take care, okay? I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you, Vegan McGee.